Today's podcast is brought to you by a company who we have been using for years and takes up significant shelf space inside of our own kitchen. Biosteel Sports Nutrition.
It was a product created out of necessity 8 years ago and is trusted by athletes like Connor McDavid, Tyler Seguin, Brooke Henderson, Rosie MacLennan, and Andrew Wiggins.
They're really a leader in sports drinks for everyone from professional athletes to everyday champions.
Understand something, guys. Nothing worth ever having in this world comes easy.
Do what these champions doing if you're going to be a champion.
You control your outcome.
Who am I?
I'm a champion.
What up, champions, and welcome back to a brand new Biosteel Breakdown. As always, I'm your host, Adrian, with my co-host,
Sylvie.
And we're back breaking down a brand new episode. If it's your first time, welcome to the breakdowns. We do one of these every single week, and we take a look at some sort of topic in health, wellness, nutrition, mindset, lifestyle, and we try and give you a quick little shot to send you off on your way for your Friday. And so, that's what we're doing. And if you're a longtime listener, thank you as always for your loyalty. We appreciate it. Sil, welcome back. If you are a longtime listener, watcher, you will have noticed that some things have changed, that we're somewhere new. And so we've moved into a new place, and this is our inaugural episode from the new location, and it's only fitting that we talk about
routine.
Exactly. And more specifically, we're going to talk about morning routines in this episode, and then next week we're going to talk about nighttime or bed routines. Mm-hmm. Right? Do you want to start? Do you want me to start? How do you want to do this?
Yeah, I can start. So I think it's something that I go over all the time with clients and just in daily conversations about creating healthy habits. And when we stack these healthy habits, they eventually become our routine and just something that we do automatically. So that's always the goal when we take on anything new, trying to improve our health and wellness. So morning routines, I know that probably everyone listening has tried several different healthy habits in the morning. Some of them stick, some of them don't. So we're going to talk about ours that stick and maybe give some suggestions on, how to get started on this stuff.
And guys, I think it's important to understand that there's no right or wrong morning routine. Whatever you do for you to set yourself up is fine. And what someone else does that's in the same position as Sylv and I is probably different than what we do. But we just want to talk about the things that we actually do. Consistency. These aren't things that we would like to do or things that would be helpful. These are things that we do regularly and for us have been effective. There's definitely stuff we could add, but for now, these are our top three.
Yeah. And I think, with chaos and things going on like moving and traveling and all those things, if you can try to be as consistent with, at least three things, then it can really benefit you for starting your day off right.
Okay.
So number one.
You want me to go?
Yes.
Number one is water first, and specifically water, lemon, sea salt. And this is one that I've only started to do in the last, I would say, month and a half, 2 months, maybe even 3. And prior to that, I would usually wake up and make coffee and then kill a coffee and then start drinking water. And not that I wouldn't drink a lot of water throughout the day. I would still drink, I don't know, probably 7 or 8 liters, truthfully, like with training. But there's something very satisfying and refreshing about starting your day with water, lemon, salt. I don't even know why. You tell me why.
Yeah. So, I've been doing the lemon water thing for a very long time.
The old lemon water thing.
Yeah. And so in nutrition school, we went over the benefits of starting your morning with water specifically. And that would be because we are detoxifying overnight and we get dehydrated because we're not drinking for maybe an 8-hour plus period of time. And so it's important to rehydrate first thing in the morning. So doing that with natural spring water, adding some lemon can boost detoxification, boost your metabolism. So there's a lot of benefits to adding the squeezed lemon, and it tastes good too. And then the sea salt is in order to get more minerals first thing in the morning. So again, detoxification, your body craves this first thing in the morning. So it's to boost And it's just a pinch. It's not like you're like, having.
I've made the mistake a few times.
Yeah, there's definitely a fine balance. But however you want to, make your sort of mineral blend, or, even if you just want to drink a liter of water first thing in the morning, having that before anything else in your system. So it's no secret that we like coffee, but it's a diuretic. So it's going to actually, cause dehydration. So it's important to start with water first thing in the morning.
What about water temperature?
Yeah. So also a very important thing. If you're doing really cold water or really hot water, it's shocking to your system right away, which is not always a great thing. It can sometimes cause digestive upset and that type of thing, especially cold water. So room temperature is preferred in these situations, especially starting the day off. You don't want to chug cold water, and it can be really harsh on your system.
Perfect. Number 2.
Number 2 is starting the day off with gratitude. So this is something we've been doing, I would say, over a year.
Probably over a year.
And
you bought the books. I was resistant.
The 5-minute journal. Again, if that's not your thing, you can just do it in another way
on a piece of paper.
Yeah. Just
that old paper and pen thing comes up again.
Yeah. So why do we do this?
This is something that I was very resistant to.
That's why I said for you to break this down.
And still picked up the 5-minute journals, and I committed to doing it. And now I really, really like it. Especially the way that they break it out. I think it's good for 3 different reasons. One, when people say they wake up on the wrong side of the bed, I think that's complete and utter garbage. I really do. You just got to spend several hours sleeping. And even if you only got to spend 3 hours sleeping, you just got to spend 3 hours sleeping. And you get to wake up with an opportunity to approach the day. So you didn't wake up on the wrong side of the bed. You decided to be on the wrong side of the bed when you woke up. And this is a really good deterrent for that. So there's 3 things that you're grateful for. Sometimes they're silly things. Sometimes they're more meaningful. I don't know. I think yesterday I was grateful for coffee.
It shows up a lot.
The day before, I think I was grateful that it was raining outside because I love the sound of rain. It doesn't have to be anything significant, but it reminds you that you have things going for you in your life. And the next section about that is 3 things that you want to accomplish that day. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of a good benchmark. So if I get nothing else done, but I got my 3 primary concerns, the day was a success. And there is a section that you can go back to at night. Admittedly, I never do it. I'm much better in the morning. But I've found it to be very, very helpful, and that's coming from someone who would have been very resistant to this sort of thing and was resistant. But it's crazy how far a little bit of gratitude goes, not how much, how far a little gratitude goes.
Yeah, it sets the tone for your mindset for that day.
That's right.
Number 3.
This one's you, really. This third one's more you than me. I like the idea of it, but usually I don't do it. Honesty.
Yeah, so this is one that I have been playing with for a bit after looking into research of cold therapy. And I think that we can get very comfortable when it comes to being warm all the time, especially as Canadians. Like when it gets cold in our place, we turn the heat on, we put layers on. And so first thing in the morning, in order to sort of wake up, and it's really good for your circulation, and most importantly, mentally, it's important to do something tough first thing in the morning that your body is resisting. Like you don't want to stand there in ice cold water or an ice cold bath. It doesn't sound inviting, but doing something challenging like that first thing in the morning, I think is really important. And I know Aubrey Marcus talks about this, and Wim Hof. And if you're not familiar with Wim Hof, you should definitely go down that rabbit hole. He is probably a pioneer in sort of
the Iceman.
He is the Iceman. Yes. So I just find it so fascinating. And even though I just do 30 seconds to a minute of a cold shower, I find it challenging enough to give me inspiration for taking on other tasks. And it does sound pretty silly, but just try it, even if it's starting with 10 seconds where you're cranking it all the way cold. And like I said, it has a ton of health benefits as well.
And I believe there's some research showing for men that it can help boost testosterone. So there's that added benefit too.
Yes, I read that as well. Circulation, it's it can be used as recovery tool as well.
Awesome. So those are our three big ones. And we would really challenge you in this video on this podcast to get back to us with your morning routines. Let us know what you do. Let us know what we should incorporate in. Let us know what you've tried and what didn't work, maybe why it didn't work. Anything to add on that?
I would, just to comment and be interactive on this one. We want to hear from you. These are ones that work for us, but I know that people have their own routines. That's why they, again, come up with their individual way to look at this. So we always want to improve.
Awesome. As always, thank you to Biosteel for sponsoring these. If you head over to the website, biosteel.com, you can use the code word
Champ Lifestyle, capital C, capital L. They have a little electrolyte mineral blend if you want to do that instead of lemon water.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's their high performance sports mix.
I thought,
that would also be good to start your day with.
I thought they had another one. I thought they had a new special one that I didn't know about. Like we have a whole drawer over there.
No, their high performance sports mix could be used first thing in the morning for hydration as well.
Perfect. Awesome, guys. Thank you as always for listening and watching. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode.